A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. And in this particular session, I'm going to be talking about reason why they are treating you so poorly. So there are people, not one, not two, maybe one or two, maybe more, but you feel that you don't deserve to go through whatever you're going through, whatever they've been putting you through. And you clearly feel that you don't deserve to go through any of it, but you don't know why, despite your loving nature or whatever you're doing, you're making so many efforts, you're going out of your way, and you're making people feel that they can be secure in your presence. Why are they still treating you like this? So this is the question I'm going to ask, because this is a question a lot of people have been putting out. So I'm going to shuffle my cards right in front of you all. And I want to see the reason plus the progression and the guidance. Okay. So let's get started. Okay, so in front of you, I'll take all the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so these are a very interesting set of cards. Now, I'm being shown in the progression that this did not start in the very beginning, or I was straight away taken to the place where you basically let go and surrendered. If you remember, guys, in one of my channelings, if you have been hearing all of them, I have mentioned that the surrender does not happen in one go. There are 3 phases of surrender also, because surrendering is the most difficult thing that a person can do. It is so difficult, and it's more difficult for the chaser, because the chaser has this habit of taking control of things and doing things by themselves, or before anybody else could come and put in the effort, they will already start putting in the effort, which may not even be required. So chasers have a hard time just letting go and letting universe do the things. So they want to do everything by themselves, okay? And when they do this again and again, it does not work out for them. That's the time they realize that they need to let it go. I think the first time when this surrender starts kicking in, it starts happening during runner-chaser dynamic. When the runner starts coming back, that's when they realize that, surrender is the best way to go. The first time the runner goes away, it's very painful, it's devastating. And I think it's devastating for both, because the runner who probably thought that I'm not going to run away, I'm going to be there, I'm going to commit, or blah, 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 whatever they think, they are not able to do that. They want to just escape. And instead of escaping into and cheating and things like that, they feel that it would be better if I leave this person and then do whatever I want to do. Maybe they have an opportunity, or maybe, they go somewhere in a party, or they go out with their friends and family members and they meet someone, but they have this dilemma that, I'm already with somebody and things are not working out, things are not looking that great. They could even change their mind, when they see that the chaser is struggling very hard or trying very hard to break free from the other issues, like maybe finances, maybe something else. I've even seen cases where in the twin flame scenario, the runner does not want the chaser to do any work, any job, any business. They even say that you stay at home, I will do everything. You stay at home, I will do everything, because they're 100% sure that if my person goes out, my partner goes out, they will definitely find someone much better than me and they will leave me. And it could be possible that some way or the other, maybe a neighbor was hitting on the chaser, or they'd gone for some event and something happened, or so the runner any which way has a lot of issues. Even the runner has many issues, but we are not concerned about the runner right now, because then that way, right now especially, because then that way we cannot do actual inner work. Most people who are more focused on the runners, they cannot actually do proper inner work. Only when they do proper inner work on themselves, that's the time they realize that, okay, these are the things that the runner was good at, these are the things that I should forgive, these are the things that I should let go also. Or just like I said, let it go completely and let universe take care of it. So this reading itself starts from the part where, the person has actually surrendered, the hangman. And this is a divine card, and it is the first card, okay? So they start treating you differently when you start letting go, because they also don't want you to let go. They also want you to be codependent on them. They also want you to be miserable. So people tell me that it's the chaser who's chasing. Actually, I feel that there is a lot of confusion in understanding what the runner chasers do. This runner chaser is not for two different people. This runner chaser is a dynamic that individuals play and they mirror it to other people, So the runner is also a chaser in many ways, and chaser is also the runner in many ways. Why? Because there is a lot of insecurity. Now look at the magical thing that's happening here is that the person who's letting go, okay, goes through a change of fortune. Wheel of fortune comes in their life, which means that when they let go fully, so this letting go is not being shown to me in cycles. This is like the final stage of surrender. Okay, so before your relationship goes completely bad and there is silence and there is this and that, please remember, please go back in time and you will remember that there was one phase where you were just sick and tired of everything. You were sick and tired of the running, chasing. You were sick and tired of the arguments. You were sick and tired of working things out. You were sick and tired of coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. And then you let it go. You let it go, but I will come back to it. What the progression is very interesting. It's literally how it should be here. And it is the perfect answer for the question. So there is a change of fortune. This person's life changes. Either they get a nice business opportunity, they get a nice job, they get to go somewhere, like something happens. Or if none of this happens, then, they can figure out what they love. So they start putting their energy and focus and mind, everything into what they love. The first time when someone fully surrenders, it feels really amazing. It feels really amazing because everything starts working out suddenly. But the problem is, it's like, have you heard that song? I don't know if you're an Indian person, you would have definitely. There's a song called Chhod Chhad Ke Apne Salim Ki Gali, Anarkali Disco Chali. Okay? So I'll translate it for you. Basically, there is a character called Anarkali. I have even spoken about Anarkali's life in one of the channelings. I will look for it and share it with you, how painful her love story was. This statement was given to me in 2017. Just imagine. This channeling first time came to me at that time when they told me, when I was asking. So they said that she leaves Salim, she leaves the man, because this is modern day Anarkali. This is not that time's Anarkali who was so innocent, that she gave life for someone. She's not going to give her life for Salim this time. She will go to the disco. In fact, I was told she won't even go to the disco. Just Anarkali goes away. छोड़ छाड़ के अपने सलीम की गली अनारकली चली. If I feel like speaking in Hindi. She goes to the disco or not, that you can think about it like in your own way. She says that I am not going to go to him. Sorry. And I'm not going to go to him as how he is right now. He or she. Again, this is not gender specific. I need to clarify. So when I say he or she, I'm only talking about the feminine and masculine energy. And I need to, communicate with you guys. How else will I communicate? I wish I could telepathically communicate with each one of you. So here, after all the change happens, she comes in a very nice zone and she's in a very good energy. She's very happy and she's like, I'm done with this person. Too much of runner, chaser. He has eaten my head. Okay? And I'm gonna die if I continue this whole thing. So she goes away. But this is what happens to their relationship. It goes very bad. It gets in a very poor light it is being perceived. Basically, they don't have anything left anymore in the couplehood. Okay? In the couplehood, they don't have anything to do with each other also, but they're still together. I'm being shown they're still together. So it could be what God is trying to tell us over here, what spirit guides are telling us is that there is no separation in reality. But it looks so bad from the outside. Like two beggars, both are crippled, one is crippled, they don't have any clothes on, proper clothes. They are in a very bad state, but universe also mentions that this is not forever. Because this is the best thing, I think, this twin flame study is the best thing you can actually put yourself into. So please do inner work, please get into therapy, please work on yourself, because that will only enhance you and your life. You are the one who is doing spiritual inner work, be it man or be it woman. That is another sign I'm getting from this card. Okay, instead of thinking that there is a bad situation or whatever. So after all the surrender, all this, see, even in surrender this person is very chilled out. This is the best position. Like there is no worry, you can't hang upside down with this type of a comfort. If you look at his face like this, you will see he's very happy and there's a halo around his head. So this is not the sad person who's hanging upside down. This is a person who's very wise. Only wise people can do surrender. Those who cannot surrender, who are finding it very difficult to surrender, these are the people who are not in their wisdom energy still. Don't fight with these things, okay? Surrender is when your inner work starts. The next thing I'm being shown is the Hierophant. This is such an amazing card because here the person is in an authoritative position. They are doing a lot of things. It's literally someone who is playing the role of a master, a teacher, an avatar, someone who can be trusted. And look at this. There are old men, bald men, stressed out men, but bald, but also doing some responsibility, doing some ritual. Such people are bowing down in front of a person. So if you reach the Hierophant state, it is not necessary that you're young or old or whatever. You can be anywhere, but you will have so much authority. Authority is very much important, and authority comes, look at the robe color, it's red in color, okay? But I think authority comes from your sacral chakra. And there is a crown on this person's head. So it's literally, he's looking like the Pope or somebody like that. But what the card is trying to tell me, that you will also be very good with the knowledge part. So earlier your intuition was good. But now over a period of time, you have started studying this subject, whatever subject you're excelling in. It could be anything, guys. It is not just related to something religious. What it's trying to say is that this person has so much knowledge, ritualistically also, scientifically also, I'll put it in every way. According to me, this is a person of authority. This is a person who can give approval. And I have a spider right here with me. I wish I could show the spider to you guys. Number 8 is also, it also means a full circle. So literally when you reach this place where you can give good advice to other people, where you can give consent, where your approval matters, where you have a place of authority. So say even in your family or even in your relatives or your work, you could not gain any hold or authority. So it is trying to tell me that despite this, the next step is the Hierophant will emerge. Okay? Because all the other cards, this, and this. Okay? This is literally in progression only. After surrender, if the wheel of fortune comes in your life and your life changes, but this happens. You feel that as a couple you are unnourished, undernourished, not happy, not satisfied, you need to work on yourself, you're in a poor state, you go away. It could also mean one more thing, guys. Because every other card in this reading is positive, okay? Only thing that doesn't look positive is the couple. But I see it as a bit positive that they are still together. So it could be possible that you go your own way, that other person goes their own way after the hand of God, after the wheel of fortune. And this happens to them, okay? But they are still together. No matter what happens, they are still together. Ram and Sita were very happy together, and their breakup did not happen because of their own selves or because of whatever, but it happened because as a king, Ram had to follow the kingly duties, and the people were against their relationship. Or you could say that Ram was so sensitive, he was so innocent, and he was so, in Hindi we have a word called Kartavya Parayan, which means completely mission oriented. Okay, duty oriented, duty bound person. So he was such a duty bound person that he started feeling very guilty that if my subjects are not happy with me, then how can I enjoy my relationship with my wife? As a king, I cannot do that. If you look at all the other kings, they are the opposite. All the other kings have been opposite. They've kept their own personal pleasure or likings or whatever before the subjects and people, and that's why people have suffered. In the time of Ram, in the Ram Rajya, nobody used to suffer. There were no poor people, there were no beggars, houses were so grand, everybody had so much jewelry, gold, and all the people who followed Ram Rajya always have flourished, it is said. So now the Hierophant comes. Guys and girls, this is a collective reading, so I have to speak about all the important points that can touch different people. So here I am also being told that because you are looking at the reading for yourself and your partner, but I'm being shown that this person, the individual here, this also means that they come into an orthodox role, which means that if someone says that if you work 7 hours every day, you will have enough money. That's an orthodox approach, right? You will do that. So this means that, when you stepped away from your person, in this situation, you could not be together. So you chose an orthodox way. See, any which way the runner had always run away from you. This one time when the chaser becomes very strong, when the chaser gives it back to the runner, whatever was bottled up, whatever volcanic eruption was supposed to happen, when the chaser gives it back to the runner, that's the time runner's ego is totally hurt. And this is the time the runner is like, I don't want to do anything with you. Like, if you are with someone for like 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or even 1 year for that matter, 2 years for that matter, and you constantly let them go, you constantly are okay with everything, every time they run away, you wait for them, every time they run away, you work on yourself, it goes on and on and on and on. And then you realize that, this is never going to change like this. I am using love and I'm using compassion and I'm using all of that, but it's not going to work like this. First, I need to build myself. I need to work on myself. All this is happening to me because somebody thinks that I'm not worthy enough, or somebody thinks that I'm not good enough, that I don't have money, or I don't have beauty, or I don't have this or that. It could be anything because of which you're getting bullied. And everything that you're getting bullied for is actually coming from your own insecurities. That's very important to know. So here I can also see that either the person becomes is a part of a wise council now. It is now an advisor. It can now help people. It can now do a lot for others. So this person is in a very good space that way, mentally, physically, financially, emotionally. So they also decide to go away. And this happens in most surrender cases. Till the time the chaser does not stop chasing, the runner will keep running. So the chaser drops the chase. Even mentally, they don't wait. Usually people mentally wait for a long time and then they realize that I've wasted a lot of time. So I wish you watch this video, and if you're waiting for someone, then you drop the wait. Literally, you need to drop the waiting, okay? And you need to do your own things. It may not be perfect, it may not be greatest thing that you do, but you will definitely learn some lessons from it, and that will make you more independent. So those decisions will act as a catalyst for you. Appearing of Hierophant also means that this person that you might end up meeting with a wise counsel, a teacher, a therapist, a mentor, a counselor, an authoritative figure, and that person will change your life. I mean, this is the closest to what my intuition is telling me. Everything else I have already mentioned, but this is how I see it because the next card is like that. In a progression reading, we look at all the cards together, not just one. Yesterday also, I think I was writing a post on the community page and I deleted it because it was not yet edited properly. I have to still read it. And some of you must have read my post on the dream space intervention that's going on with some people. That's because how you feel subconsciously has a big impact on your reality also. How you react in your dreams, how you act in your dreams. That's the reason why we learn astral projections and lucid dreaming. The dream space intervention work is a very deep level of work for the mind, and it helps people to attract a lot of abundance in their life. But we do this only after people have done 3 to 4 chakra therapy sessions with me. Every chakra therapy is different. And they have done certain therapies with me where I feel very strongly that yes, now they can be taught these things as well, because once you start lucid dreaming and once you start doing astral projections, you are really, literally you are a 5-dimensional being. There is no two way about it, okay? So in the dream state, certain things happen and they change a lot of things. And why I spoke about it is because these few days, which is 10th of May onwards, we have Jupiter is basically going to be in Pisces, and it is a very, very big transit very big transit, and it's a very lucky transit for people who are on the path of Guru. Jupiter is called Guru in Hindi, Brihaspati, Guru, and Jupiter is also the master of all divine beings. So Guru is the basically teacher of all divine beings. So if you are on the path of divinity, and if you have a master, a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, or whatever, then only this will work on you, because the next card says that after this happens, so first you surrender to the universe, you surrender to the situation, whatever is happening. Then your destiny will change after that. As soon as you surrender, destiny will change. Your relationship may not be that great from the outside world, from the materialistic world, because this card is also about finance. This is about poor finance, but it's not an individual's finance. Also, it could mean that you're still in poor financial state, but later on the things will change, because things are about to change in the next card. So it will talk about finances. So as a couple, you could be in poor financial state, or you could be genuinely in poor state as a couple. So we leave it here, but we are still not separated, is what universe is trying to tell us. The next thing is that one of the person either becomes a wise counsel, or, according to how I see it, because the next card says something else, this person finds a wise counsel, or they surrender to a master, to a guru, to a teacher, to a therapist, whosoever. They just surrender to that person. They work on themselves very, very deeply. And this leads to Ace of Cups. It leads to abundance, creativity. It also could lead to an intense relationship, a new relationship. Maybe a walk-in situation happens. Maybe this person was not even your person. This person was a false twin. A lot of things can happen, guys. Since this is a collective session, so I cannot be very specific about people. If you don't resonate with it, then it's not for you. You can opt out of it. But if it does resonate with you, then very good. Otherwise, you can always get a personalized session. You can take a personal session with me. You can also get into therapy. You can also get into a personal reading mode, where your questions will be only about you and your journey. In a collective reading, that's the thing we have, but in some cases collective readings are very good, because a lot of people, they are going through such bad times financially. They are still in the runner chaser dynamic. They've still not surrendered, so they don't have any finances literally to get a reading, or to get into therapy, or to work on themselves, even just like that. Say you go away to a new place and you just do inner work, but you don't have enough savings to do that. I have done that. Whenever I used to have money, I used to go to some places, or used to learn new things for 3-4 months, and then I would come back. This, I could say, was the beginning of the surrender phases for me. So surrender also does not happen in one go. It happens in phases. But if you come to this point, then there is no going back, because after this you will only ascend, and you'll only work on yourself. So ascension is a lifestyle. That ascension work will never end. Inner work will never end. Especially for twin flames, even till their last breath, they are supposed to be doing inner work. Buddha did it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji did it. Shri Ram did it. Sita did it. Meera did it. Radha did it. Krishna did it. Shiva did it. Shakti is doing it. They are all celestial beings, in fact, So even celestial beings are constantly doing inner work. So just imagine what inner work is. Okay, so wonderful reading. Now let's just ask for some advice from guidance from chakras. The spider is all over the place, but I love spiders. I really like spiders. I don't know why I like spiders, but I've always been very fascinated with spiders. But I don't want to keep spiders. Oh my God, even you don't want spiders. Okay. You can't help it. The spiders are everywhere. They don't need us. They don't need to pay us rent. This is their earth too. I don't want to keep like pet spiders, like some people keep those tarantulas and those big spiders who's supposed to actually live in the forest, but then they put them in some glass boxes. Anyway, so yeah, let's take out the cards. As always, I'll do it in front of you. 1, 2. Okay, so let's see. Now this is for guidance. This is not prediction like tarot. So I have received 2 cards. You need to work on your abundance and you need to work on gossiping. So abundance is related to your solar plexus. If you look at the card, you'll see 2 different people. One is a person who's in a like negative state of mind. They've probably dropped some coins in the gutter like this. Let me take you closer to it. See. I don't know if you can see. Okay. Yeah, better. So there is a girl. She basically puts a magnet or some kind of a thread and she puts it down to the gutter, and with the help of that she's able to attract these coins. Okay, these coins that are in a chest. So basically what the universe is trying to tell over here is that due to her positive attitude, her constant faith, she makes a lot of money. Basically she's able to generate resources, whereas the other person who's constantly complaining, blaming, not looking for solutions. Looking for solutions is the most important thing you need to do in the twin flame journey, and you need to be a master at being solution oriented. A master, literally a master in finding solutions for different problems. So according to me, I'm not going to go deep into the legend today. But yes, please work on your solar plexus, work on your confidence and look for solutions and be positive and be like relaxed, Yeah. Be positive, be relaxed, be in faith. Know that, universe is there for you. And as soon as you're in positive energies, how it works, I'll tell you is, when you're in positive energies, you get ideas that you can implement. But when you're negative, you don't get any good ideas. So here also, it's not like the girl is just sitting with eyes closed and things are happening. She's getting some brilliant ideas that can fetch her resources, money, abundance, whatever you want to call it. Then we have this green for heart chakra. Okay. Here we see a lady, 3 ladies doing gossip. So according to me, how I'm seeing this is you should stay away from gossip. Work on that. Because in the twin flame ascension journey also, people gossip a lot. And this gossiping thing is literally, it runs in the families. It runs from generation to generation. And we, as twin flame, star seeds or light workers, whatever label you want to give, the best label is human being. We human beings, we have this really bad habit of gossiping constantly. We waste our time into that. And we create a lot of negative energy. So if someone else also is gossiping, so this is not just for you. If you have people who gossip a lot, then you also need to create, some kind of boundary. And you need to stop thinking about what others have to think all the time. This way, a lot of misunderstandings come into your life. Or you can also think that maybe your relationships went bad because of someone else's gossip that you gave a lot of importance to. So Charmaine is an eccentric and kind lady, and from her chartreuse green house to her fascination with scarves, she's a topic of town's gossip. But after her death, the local people discover her incredibly detailed paintings of their town. And they realize that she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel extremely sad for never having really known her, because obviously they wasted a lot of time in gossip and talking about, what she wears, look at her green color house, or look at her hairstyle, look at this, look at that. How we gossip about karmics, how people do that. So what is the inspiration? Charmaine's chartreuse suggests that appreciating differences is the key. Okay. This card is a warning that you may lose a valued relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. Now this word difference actually brings me back to the main reason why all this is happening. What was the question? That why are you being treated this way? Okay. First and foremost, you were treated this way because you were not surrendering. Okay. And after you surrender and your life changes and you come in very good energies. So when obviously Anarkali goes to disco, she's happy, she's wild, she doesn't care about people. And most importantly, she's independent. So when she becomes independent, her relationship with whosoever that partner is goes bad. Okay. And they don't want to see her in such great energy. So if they are treating you badly, after looking at your growth and progress, then you can think about it like in two ways. Either these people are never meant for you, and second, you are different. They are treating you like this because you're different than other people. And it's you who needs to first accept that difference within you. If you accept that you are different, and it's okay to be different, you don't have to be like everybody else. And they are actually treating you this way because you're not like everybody else. So you're not like everybody else, so you get this treatment. Why you get this treatment is so you find the guru. You find the master, you find the high counsel, you find the wise counsel, because only this stage, so you surrender to the guru, will start a new chapter in your life. So a new chapter is so much required that they are going to treat you this way. Okay? And gossip, why is gossip such a strong thing over here? Because yes, a lot of people waste time in gossiping. So those who gossip, they are the losers. Okay? That's also what this story is trying to say. Look at this person. She's such a happy person in between the scarf, the green dress. She's wonderful. And look at the other two gossipers. They are so sad, negative, like that type of energy. So I think this is where we close this channeling session. It's again like all channeling sessions with tarot and with chakra. It's so much fun to do it. For your personal situation, you can write to me at TheSunamoon@gmail.com after you go through the description box and you check out all the details and you're 100% sure. And please do not share your twin flame ascension journey in advance with me, because we use intuitive tools and we use a step-by-step method to get the best, most appropriate solution-oriented answers for you. For therapy also, you need to book the therapy in advance and you need to write to me that, hey, I've booked the therapy. Because unfortunately, PayPal does not allow us to email the person directly. So I need to wait for your emails. And this happens in the reading also. So usually in the readings, people immediately write to me, but some people miss out. So I'm just giving it out to you, as that also wastes a lot of time, right? So yes, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for being so interested in doing inner work. One love and peace out. And I will see you soon in another one.